Howdy, this is Lemmy with RevZilla TV, here to talk to you today about driven racing mirrors. You should be looking into a set of driven racing mirrors if you don't feel like getting center punched. You want to see the guy coming up behind you. I think we're going to see these primarily on British, Japanese, and Italian motorcycles, but the big point here as far as what these are going to fit are going to be bikes that have both 7/8 handlebars and or a set of drilled clutch perches or brake perches in order to install your mirrors. Now, installation on these is pretty easy. You're looking at one beard. Basic hand tools ought to see through the job, so that really is what makes it a one bearder on our BSD, our beard scale of difficulty. Let's get right into these things. So driven racing is offering really two main flavors of mirror. You can see over here we have the California mirror, and then down here you can see we have the D-axis, and I'll explain the difference to you really briefly. You can see the California is a little bit larger mirror. It also comes with a stem, as you can see here. Moving down to the D-axis, this is going to be something that's engineered mainly for bar end usage, hence the smaller size, and also you'll notice there's no real stem going on here. So let's talk about construction on these. These are uber featherweight mirrors. They are so light. They're beautifully made. These are made of aluminum. You can see on the back here, just where they perform the machine work, this milling here is just absolutely beautiful. I mean, these things are like jewels. They really are nicely made. One of the other things I really like about them too is the actual glass itself. The mirror glass is slightly convex. It's going to help you get a little better view of what it is that's coming up behind you. And optically speaking, these are pretty clear. When it comes to the stems too, in the California, you can see here these are made of skeletonized aluminum. They look super cool. You'll notice too this stuff's also anodized. There's a couple different colors, so you can pick something that's either going to match your bike's paint job or just stick with a more plain neutral color that's going to blend in well with your motorcycle. So let's chat for just a moment here about why you might want a set of these. It's going to be a very short chat. Most people who are putting mirrors in their bike are really just trying to replace the ugly plastic stock units. That's more or less the only reason you're going to elect to run with a driven racing mirror as opposed to an OEM unit or something else. They look beautiful. That's why most people put them onto their motorcycles. So let's get into the installation thing for just a little bit. As I had mentioned, you're going to need either 7/8 inch bars or a set of drilled and threaded bosses somewhere on your bars in order to use these. So that's why I'm going to say most of the time we're going to see these probably on metric bikes. Those of you on Harleys or perhaps a metric bike with a 1-inch bar, you could use these. You're going to have to go either aftermarket or perhaps you're going to have to go to sort of fabricate your own way of mounting these up. But for most of you, I think you're going to either take something like the California mirror on its stalk, thread it directly into your threaded boss, or there will be some of you who will use accessories that Driven Racing offers, like these bar end attachments. These actually replace your clip weights, and what these are going to do is give you just this little narrow band here upon which you can mount your D-axis mirror. So regardless of what it is that you're, what kind of setup it is that you're running, that's really going to dictate which product you're going to buy. So those of you, again, with threaded bosses, you're probably going to be looking at the California, and those of you who are trying to get sort of that bar end mirror look, you're going to be running with something like the D-axis. If it's not clear, I like these. I like them a lot. I'm trying to filter one to see if I can adapt one of these to a Harley. I think they're going to look pretty good. We'll see if we can make one disappear out of the video studio for me. However, my opinion is not the only game in town. Click that info button, see what some of your fellow riders had to say about either the D-axis or the California that they might be running on their bike. If you've got questions beyond that, definitely get in touch with our gear geeks. csrevzilla.com, or you can always get one on the phone, 877-792-9455. We'll be more than happy to help you. As always, I'm Lemmy, and I'm out of here.